Well, thank you, Mr. Speaker. Once again, it appears that we have been fortunate in this province that enough moisture fell this summer to lessen the threat of a major fire in Jasper National Park. Now, that's small comfort to the population of Jasper Town Site as they live in the shadow of an ever-expanding stand of dead and dying trees from the pine beetle epidemic. To the Minister of Ag, how many hectares of trees have been taken down either by some form of harvest or controlled burn around the town this year?
Minister of Municipal Affairs.
Thank you to the member for the question. And I come from BC originally, and I understand the devastation the pine beetle can do. That it moved into Alberta in a big way. It's something that we've been working on in Alberta with the federal government, and we need to push the federal government to do more, quite frankly, Mr. Speaker. We know that the member from West Yellowhead has pushed us very hard and advocated, and I know that our minister has spoken to the federal minister about this, and we have lots more to do on it, but we will continue to fight for the people of that area.
That's right. First supplemental.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Given the serious nature of the threat to Jasper Town Site and surrounding area, and given that Jasper is a huge part of tourism in Alberta, as we all know, Minister, what is the ministry and the federal government's plan to maintain the ecological integrity within the federal park while helping thin out the infected areas, thus reducing the fire risk?
Good question.
Municipal Affairs.
Thank you very much. On behalf of myself and the Minister of Municipal Affairs and Minister of Forestry, we have been working hard on such programs as Fire Smart, working with the town of Jasper, with the national parks, understanding through the conservation officers there what's been happening on the ground, working with the lumber industry who has been affected quite hard on this, the softwood lumber in particular. We have task force, we're sharing information through us and the federal government and helping the municipalities. We will continue to work on this. The job isn't done. We know that, Mr. Speaker, and we'll continue to support Albertans.
Second supplemental.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Given that town site of Jasper is fairly isolated out there in the mountains, and given that funds through programs such as Fire Smart are available, and given, Minister, that I understand the Ministry of Ag has increased funding, which I support, Minister, has your office and Municipal Affairs given any thought to changing the building codes within populated centres that may be vulnerable to wildfires in order to make them more fire smart, as many fire experts are now suggesting?
Honourable Minister.
Thank you to the member for the question. That's a good question. And as he correctly stated, we did in the operating budget for wildfire management is almost $130 million, and that covers preparation work, training, air tanker bases, and seasonal employees. And we have increased funding to Fire Smart by $11 million. And working with through myself with municipal affairs and building codes and safety codes, we do monitor this, and we're adopting national standards. I think that we have to adapt as we go, as climate change plays an ever bigger part in what we do in this world. So we do monitor closely and adapt as we go, and we keep a good eye on it.